Every year, after every season, I come home to the place I was born, the place I first fell in love with the game of basketball.
This is the first court that I started to play. They just taught me everything that I know and set my foundation for playing.
It's always a great trip and a time to reflect. But this year, it was better than ever. Because for me, there was no prouder moment than bringing the Larry O'Brien Trophy to the Dominican Republic.
People are happy. This has never been done before. I left here 24 years ago. It's crazy. And to be able to come back here with the trophy in hand, it's something that's special to me and to my family.
It felt incredible to win a title after 17 years in the NBA. All the ups and downs, and to do it as a member of the Boston Celtics, the greatest franchise in basketball history.
The Boston Celtics stand alone for all times. Banner 18.
We did it! Long journey, I can't believe it. World champions.
And while the end of the story might have been the best part, the journey is what made it all worth it.
Box! Box! Wait for the calories!
This is a tale from the inside of a team that played together and stayed together the whole way.
Down a lane, up to Tatum. Three-pointer puts it up. Bang! It's a Celtics tsunami.
In a city where they love the game and demand the best.
It's all the pursuit of banner number 18.
Hey, today's a really tough day. We're gonna wear you down with details, teaching, and you have to turn on your competitiveness. Hawk and swipe, hawk and swipe. Come on, come on, come on. Active, active. Yes, yes. Active, active, yes.
Our two All-Stars, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, have been wearing Celtic green for a while now. When you put on that uniform, you begin to understand what comes with it. There's a different standard here, and that means the last few years haven't been enough.
And the Warriors are NBA champions again.
The Boston Celtics, a great season, comes to a tough end on their home floor.
We fell short to the Warriors in 22 and then to the Miami Heat in 23.
The Heat are going to the NBA Finals.
An unbelievable run, but it will end in disappointment.
We fell. I fell. Man, we let the whole city down.
What that showed us is we were good, but we weren't quite ready.
After losing to the Heat, I could sense a change in direction coming. But honestly, I couldn't have imagined what our president of basketball operations, Brad Stevens, had up his sleeve.
Knocked away and stolen by Holiday.
He found a way to get one of the league's best defensive stoppers and biggest winners, Drew Holiday, who won the title a few years ago with the Bucks.
We've always been interested in Drew. Every team needs Drew Holiday. Every team loves him.
Yeah, I like that. That's basketball.
Training camp, really just anxious to try to get up there and learn as much as possible. I could see my teammates going through drills and going through plays, and you could tell that they kind of had this cohesion together. You could definitely tell that it was different here.
Nice. Woo! Over there. I thought he was back cutting.
In the front court, Brad brought in Kristaps Porzingis, a 7'2" center with huge talent, even if he had trouble finding a home over the past few seasons.
The team is already so close, and I felt like I could fit really well with this team, with this group. I had this opportunity, and I had to take it.
KP's a guy who knows about expectations. He was 19 years old when he came into the league from Latvia and was called a unicorn for his rare potential, which put the weight of the basketball world on his shoulders.
It's very special for me to be able to represent my country in the NBA. I think it's going to be a special moment for me to hear my name called in draft night.
With the 4th pick in the 2015 NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis.
Perhaps Chris Porzingis can turn these fans around at some point.
Fans are doing this.
I was thinking they're gonna boo whoever.
Exactly. It was they don't know.
We can only do like better now from now on. My career has been ups and downs, and an injury here. A lot of times I was frustrated because I never got that rhythm that I really wanted. And now I get the opportunity to showcase that talent and hopefully that rhythm that I've been searching for so long.
Right away, KP just cool guy, super tall, but just super cool, just walks in with his swag, gives you a wink and a point. I'm like, this dude is cool as hell.
My brother right here, I'm gonna get him a 5-star meal right now.
It was a big compliment that a team like Boston, an organization like Boston are interested in having me. Or what I saw when I got there was the history. The history, the culture, the expectations, the responsibility of wearing that green jersey. It just lit a fire under my belly, understanding that it's going to be championship aspirations, and if we don't win a championship, it's going to be a failure.
Do you ever feel like I'm not being authentic, or will you call me out on it?
Yeah.
But I believe in you so much.
Appreciate that, Joe.
You can be so good, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, KP! Yeah.
With all these pieces in place, now it was Joe Masula's job to make it work.
I'll take that. Hey, don't pick and choose when you have great presence and communicate. You can light up a room. I haven't heard you own practice yet. What we were able to do through the offseason was say, hey, how do we want to go about doing stuff? Be high, Al. A little high. Yes. What do we want the temperature of the organization to be like? What do we want the mindset of the organization to be like? How do we want to handle these situations? How are we going to grow? How are we going to get better? Hey, look how much better you've gotten at this, Joe, in one day. You got to your spots. You're moving.
Having a full off season to know that he was going to be the coach, I really felt like he was a lot more comfortable.
If we're in that situation again and they throw it, like you're now a defensive back. Go ahead. You can just do this.
He brought in some new coaches on the staff, guys that, they were like his guys.
There you go.
He made the environment how, he wanted it to be.
1 point game, 1 minute to go, green ball. So, yeah! Yes, JB! Winning time, it's about getting to the free throw line, it's about attacking matchups, it's about being able to make tough plays like that and own your space.
Had a great training camp. Obviously, adding 2 guys is a little bit of adjustment, and they're trying to get comfortable and figure everything out. We knew we had the talent. We talked about not skipping steps.
Yes! Nice! Yes, big fella! Ass money. Great job. Let's go, film room. It's a great practice. Good job, fellas. Great job today, man. We got better today.
The season opener was almost here, and we knew there were no more excuses.
I have said publicly earlier this year that this year will be a huge disappointment if we didn't win, because that's true.
For Knicks fans at the world's most famous arena, this is one of the special nights of the year. The Boston Celtics are in town. Jason Tatum looking to lead his team to banner number 18.
This team has done everything but win a title over the past several years. They've hit more postseason games than any team in the history of the league over a 7-year span without winning a championship.
Of course, I'm excited, brother. It's a new beginning, new team, very talented team, and I think we can achieve great things here. First game as a Celtic was back in MSG. Porzingis' chance was awesome.
Derek White, left-hand dribble, lobs for Porzingis, 2-hand slam, and the Celtics lead 4-0.
I knew he was important to what we wanted to do and be our best.
Porzingis goes inside.
I've encouraged KP to be aggressive early in the season just to get off to a good start and feel comfortable.
Made a pass out and got a wide open 3.
Kristaps Porzingis likes wearing green. 15 first quarter points.
KP was showing out, and with the score tied late in the fourth, he just took over.
We don't have a timeout left, so we have to make sure we get open, all right? Get open, win the game, all right?
go, tied at 101.
There's a double team again. Porzingis gets a good look for three. It's good! Kristaps Porzingis drills a three-pointer. The Boston Celtics win their opener. Kristaps Porzingis with an enormous game, 30 points in his Celtic debut.
Game ends, he does his first press conference after a game with us, and he just sits there, he's got his head, and he just shakes his head with a huge grin and says, "That was awesome." And that, to me, was like, this guy is really now understanding what it means to play in Boston.
And like when we're the tougher team and we execute, it's a game changer. And so that we need games like that in order to grow, and we showed some growth tonight. It's a great job, fellas. Mindset, 1, 2, 3. Mindset.
Boston remains the only undefeated team in the NBA. They improved to 5-0.
Offense, don't pass up open shots. That's the best thing we can do for our teammates when he passes it to us, shoot it.
So we won a lot early, but winning games has never been our problem. Winning games that matter has. That's why the in-season tournament felt like a big thing for us. A perfect chance to test ourselves.
The final 8 teams in what we're calling the knockout round. #1 offensive rating team in the league, Jaylen Brown.
Spins back to his left, steps into the baseline, two-hand slam. Tatum, deep, straightaway three, got it!
Jason and Jaylen were great against Indy and carried us through most of the night. This was the first game of the season with something at stake, and we let it slip away.
Boston is expectations. There's no doubt about it. Sometimes on top of the pressure it is to perform for your city, then you kind of add an internal pressure as well. Then it seems like you're playing against 2 opponents instead of 1.
Halliburton trapped, off balance 3, and he puts it in! And a chance at 4! They knock off Boston in the first ever knockout game of the in-season tournament.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We really wanted to win the first ever NBA Cup. So it didn't feel good knowing we came up short of another goal. If things were going to change, we needed to sharpen up our intensity to a whole other level.
Man, the energy is crazy here. Oracle, it speaks for itself. I can't wait to see the finals. I got like an adrenaline rush. Like I'm watching Steph Curry warm up, I'm watching Andre Iguodala warm up. Right now I feel kind of excited. I'm Jaylen Brown, California, Berkeley, right up the street. One day I'll be here in this final.
So when you look at that blank banner up there, what does that mean to you?
I mean, that's the blank banner is what we're chasing. You know, trying to get number 18, trying to add to the ones before us. We're trying to make history.
Jaylen and Jason, maybe the most dynamic duo in the league, and definitely the cornerstones of our franchise. And it seems like just yesterday there were a couple of teenagers trying to figure it out.
I remember my first day of training camp, my rookie year, and I was 19, I weighed 200 pounds, I didn't know what was going on. And I remember after like the first day, Al just came up to me and put his arm around me and it was like, yo, you're gonna be just fine.
I remember that. And I also remember how much they embraced the city.
Can I get a lobster roll?
Sure. So you have like those options, chips, starter, or fish?
I never had oysters or a lobster roll, so this is the first.
I love history.
This thing is moving.
I love inquiring about it, love reading about it, love hearing about it, love learning about it. So When I just get to hear the history of a place I'm going to be living for the next few years, it excites me.
Are you immune to all of this, or are you just plain enjoying it?
A little bit of both.
You okay, take a selfie with you?
You know, the people here are great, and, you know, I'm a part of it now.
And the chemistry they had together was apparent from the jump.
What about your partner in crime, you and Jaylen Brown? What are y'all going by right now?
We go by Kid and Play.
It's like fire and ice.
Early on, you know, I came in for a lot of questions because he was in the same position I was last year.
Duke, man, I'm tired of it. I mean, I'm not hating or nothing like that, but what
You are.
At first, I ain't like JT. I just not.
I'm just mad because you didn't go to Duke. We just look at each other as equals, and, you know, we just feed off each other.
Jaylen and Jason, polar opposites in many ways, completely complementary out there on the court, feeding off of each other and leading this Celtics team into the future.
When I think about Jaylen, I think about the young person who came into my office when we were probably going to take him third, and walking out of that meeting saying, that guy's going to work and that guy's going to always try to get better.
Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble into the paint. Flies over Vucevic and throws it down with the right hand. Big time.
The thing that I remember most about Jason as a young player was he knew that to get on the floor with our team that year, he had to guard. And he did.
Tatum, cover him.
He probably beat everybody's expectations with how quickly he did it.
Tatum took it right away from Caldwell Pope.
You got to pick the right players at 3. We could have easily picked other players and not have it had gone the same way that it has.
Big pressure, big expectations, the big stage, that can all overwhelm a lot of young players, but not these guys.
Brown with a 1-second three. Good! What a shot by Jaylen Brown with a 1/10 of a second remaining.
From my vantage point, they were always set to be stars.
That's one of the things about these young Celtics. They don't back down from anybody. Tatum drives down and throws it down! Wow!
Jason, I just love everything about the kid. The way he plays the game, his demeanor, and I just know he's built for stardom. You know, 2 guys right there that Boston are very lucky to have him.
Tonight at Target Center, it's a heavyweight matchup between 2 of the top teams in the NBA.
There aren't a lot of players who remind me of Jaylen and Jason, but early in the season, we got a test against one of them, Anthony Edwards. The game was like a highlight reel.
Brown on the blow-by, stops it. Oh my God! He climbed the Stifle Tower.
And it came down to the end, but we lost a little concentration.
Tatum's alone, he turns, throws it to the corner, there's nobody there.
And the Wolves were the ones who locked in.
Tatum with Edwards on him. Oh, the strip. Tatum goes down, and a jump ball is called.
Edwards, yes sir! He's here, ladies and gentlemen.
Moments like that, when we're disjointed on the floor, had cost us in the past. You only fix it by confronting it head on, which is why this feels like the perfect time to tell you about what happened back in training camp, when Jason gathered us all together for a players-only meeting.
Didn't want to start the year off with elephant in the room. I wanted us to be able to talk about, you know, what we thought was best for the team.
It was an important meeting for us to have that tough conversation between us players.
We had 6 guys that have used to been starting their whole career.
Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench? There's going to be one guy that's going to have to sacrifice.
We needed just to be able to kind of humble ourselves and figure it out together.
It was going to be a long year that lineups could change, but we all had to sacrifice some part of our individual goals.
I've been starting since I've been here, starting my whole career. It was hard because nobody wanted to disrespect me or what I bring to the team. So I spoke up and volunteered to come off the bench, hoping it would set a tone for the whole season.
Can't give enough credit to the guys in that locker room From top to bottom, everybody put their egos to the side and thought about what was best for the team.
Here's the thing about sacrifice. It gives everyone on the team a chance to contribute even more. And have more fun, too.
Spinning is Holiday, great move. Tatum, right side of the floor, chased by Lopez, switches to the right hand, goes past him and slams with two hands.
Early on in the season, we had our identity.
Tatum lobs for Jalen.
Like, we wanted to play fast. Our spacing was important.
Jalen, and he lobs it for his buddy Porzingis.
Being able to make the right reads all the time.
We're playing really well. The ball is just moving, flying around, and everybody's touching it.
Right now, the Celtics clicking on all cylinders.
This is good defense, flows into good offense, which flows into good defense, and so on. It's just one big Mobius strip of basketball.
It's about the connections. The game is too connected. There's too many transitions. There's no stoppages of play. You can't be a great offensive team unless you play defense. And when you're able to put those things together, you're able to play a fluid basketball game.
Gets the deep catch and the swat. Horford and another block.
We won 15 of 18 through November and December. And then came a chance to show an old rival just how far we'd come.
Good evening, everyone, and happy holidays from San Francisco. It's a rematch of the finals from 2 years ago as the Boston Celtics take on the Golden State Warriors.
On a Tuesday night, we are underway.
Oh, yeah. Tatum steps through and slams it. That was sweet.
We didn't just want to win the game. We wanted to make a statement.
Draws the foul and scores and says he's too little. Jaylen Brown is cooking.
Hey, great intentional offense. Keep it up. Great physical D. Way to play. Way to compete.
We got up 17 halfway through the third, but then things started to unravel.
Steph, push pass back out to an open Klay Thompson for three.
The Celtics had built a reputation of blowing leads. The expectation was there. Okay, Boston's up 20. That doesn't mean anything.
Curry way downtown. Oh, baby.
And the Celtics lead is down to 1.
Oh, here we go again. This is the Celtics thing.
Curry, step back, triple. Paul gathers it in. Pocket three. Curry, three.
Puts his hands to his head as he's put the Celtics to sleep again.
That Golden State game ate at us collectively as a whole.
There were definitely like some moments that were like, are we like heading in the right direction right now?
Small place over there, just a little hole in the wall place.
Yeah.
But Atlanta's known for like their wings, so like my goal, I'm gonna get you and order you a nice lemon pepper. This is my man, it's his first time here. We're gonna get him a 10-piece wing. We're gonna get the, y'all have hot lemon pepper? Fries. This is the moment he's about to try the wing. We gotta make sure we get this.
Like this or with sauce?
You can do sauce or by itself, either one.
I'll try without and then with sauce.
All right.
This one good.
Now you got your Atlanta experience. Let's get out of here.
Muchas gracias. Hasta luego.
The game we lost in Golden State just before the holidays was brutal. But all season long, it felt like every time we lost a tough one, we'd immediately go on another winning streak.
Let's come out, let's play with some energy tonight. Let's protect home floor, let's come out and have some fun, let's fly around together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
They're great at both ends. There's not one guy who's a defensive liability. There's just not many weaknesses here.
Hey, look, stay there, look. Answer right back. We good.
Oh, great finish.
We had 8 guys that could space the floor, deck the ball, move it, and shoot it.
Tatum steps back. Are you kidding?
our 7'3" center could shoot it.
Oh, that's huge. That is huge.
Our guards can go down low. Offensively, this is like a coach's dream.
Don't forget about the second side on offense.
You can put anybody in any position, you can move defenses around, and you can do whatever you wanted out there.
Offense, don't pass up open shots, and be just as physical on offense as we are on D.
Once we got rolling, it was just special. When you went out there at nights and we were making three-point shots, we're getting defensive stops.
Whoa, what a block right there.
The other team can't get to their first action, their second action, their third option. They look helpless out there. For me, that's always been a really good feeling. There's one guy who was responsible for making our roster as deep as it was. Though when I first came to Boston, Brad Stevens was our head coach, and Danny Ainge was the man making the moves in the front office. But when Danny left a few years ago, Brad surprised a lot of people by leaving the sidelines to become our new president of basketball operations.
It was like, hey, maybe it's time for me to transition. And so it was pretty clear I wanted that challenge. I wanted kind of a new jolt.
It wasn't surprising that Brad Stevens gave up coaching. The stunning thing is that he would go to the front office. He had not shown an interest in doing that. There was not a belief that he necessarily would be good at that job. Nobody was sure that it would work.
You do have times where it's sit back and really evaluate the team, where it's going to be in a few months and where we want to go. There's no question what we're all driven by. The goal's easy, but the process and the journey and the day-to-day and staying in the moment is the challenge.
What's ended up happening is that he's made a series of absolutely brilliant moves that have been as shrewd as any executive in the last 20 years.
When he traded for Derek White, the feeling was they gave up a lot. But Brad Stevens recognized that this is a guy that's going to fit with what he wants to do.
White on a rim run, throws it down.
I'm not as worried about how moves are viewed or whatever the case may be. I'm more worried about how it comes together, functions together, and ultimately plays together throughout the course of an 82-game season and hopefully beyond.
The way I always put it with Ainge was the best thing you could say about him was he never did his job to keep his job. And I think Brad might have even been a little more bold.
During the summer of 2023, Brad was as bold as ever, making a blockbuster 3-team deal to land Kristaps Porzingis, even though it came at the cost of one of our captains and emotional leaders.
Those are much harder decisions than people realize, just because you know you have to trade a person that has meant so much to our organization, and Marcus Smart.
For 9 seasons, Marcus Smart gave everything he had to the Celtics. He was Defensive Player of the Year in 2022, tough, our heart and soul, loved by the fans. Brad knew all that, but he also knew he was running out of chances to turn us into a championship team.
I think from the standpoint of Porzingis, he had just gotten so much better in Washington. He gave us some front court ability that we needed.
This trade landed them Porzingis, the apple of their eye, and this first-round pick. And that first-round pick really, really mattered, because a couple of months later, that was one of the centerpieces of the trade that they made to acquire Drew Holiday.
The Boston Celtics bolstered their roster yesterday, dealing for all-star guard Drew Holiday right after he left Milwaukee.
And it was a masterstroke move by the Celtics front office and Brad Stevens.
Drew has always been rock solid, an all-star, all defense, and something you might not know, a 3-time winner of the Twyman Stokes Award for Best Teammate. Ultimately, the guy's willing to do whatever he has to win.
16 seconds to go to Giannis. Slam it! How about that?
He was the kind of addition you dreamed about.
A lot like Derek, you add in the talent, but the character is just off the charts.
Yeah, lock that up, Luke.
Once I got a chance to practice with him and get to know the guys more, you could definitely tell that it was different here. You could tell that this was a special team.
You have to be the quarterback to everything we do defensively. You have the freedom to do anything. It just has to make sure that you have a reason why it was done, and that it puts us in the best position to be a great, successful possession.
I came from a team where I was the point guard, and Been on other teams where I was the point guard, but knowing coming here, D.Y. was the point guard, really trying to figure out plays, figure out where I fit in, and where I was going to be, where he wanted me to be.
Yes! Nice pass.
I feel like I was in his position last year, and so I knew what he was feeling, and I knew how he was trying not to step on anybody's toes and not try to do too much. But at the end of the day, you're Drew Holiday. You got to do what you need to do, and so I was just trying to help him any way I could, and he helped me beyond measure.
What a beautiful look from Drew Holiday.
Yeah, one of my favorite quotes is Stephen Hawking's, "Intelligence is the add up to change." And I think the most intelligent people are the ones who can adapt the fastest. And Drew displayed his brilliance by being able to just adapt to the different style and then excel at it.
Loud dunk out of Holiday.
Drew is a Swiss Army knife. Guard the best player, guard the big man. He could take 18 shots, he could take 4 and still have an incredible impact on the game. He always made timely plays on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Drew fit in seamlessly, like he'd been a part of the group for years. With him on board, we were totally in sync and able to put some serious hurt on whoever we played.
Hey, we gonna win it on the defensive end. I'm low.
Come on.
Stop right here.
The mentality was the right place. Tatum and Brown were in the right place. Guys were ready to sacrifice. They had finally figured it out.
Boston, 22 times, they have led by 20 points or more. They are blowing out teams.
Final score here tonight, 131 to 98.
144 at Sacramento Wednesday, 145 in LA today.
A 52-point margin of victory.
We were having fun playing the game that we love at a very, very high level.
We getting good looks. Stay with it. Come on.
To be on a team that you know is special and we're special from day one, we had a great time this season.
The Boston Celtics have the best home record, the best road record, the best overall record.
They're not just winning games, they are dominating the competition. They look every bit like the best team in the NBA.
When I came here for my draft workout, and you know how many championships they won, but when you walk in and see the banners, just seeing it, 17 championships and all the retired numbers, how many great
seeing
players.
This in these other gyms.
Nah.
Every time I come out here, I get chills just looking up at the banners, and I'm still disappointed from the empty one I left right there in 2010. So you got to fill that up for me, dude. You know what I'm saying?
The NBA has never been a patient place. So if you show the basketball world you've got greatness in you, the expectations grow quickly from there.
Start the tone on defense. Let's get the big fella going early. Let's run. Let's play defense. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together.
By mid-January, we had the best record in the league. The problem was, we were still struggling against other top teams.
4.9 to go. Boston down by 2.
Last minute 30, last 2 minutes of a tight game, you got to be able to execute.
Right into Tatum.
And I just didn't feel that their execution was great late in games.
For the tie.
So there was a ton of concern about how to win close games.
Short. Rebound.
Denver comes to town and wins the game.
After that loss to Denver, there was the usual buzz in the Garden with the Lakers in town, even if they were shorthanded.
For the first time this season, the Lakers will play a game without LeBron and AD.
Let's go, baby. Turn up. Come on, baby.
Hey. OG.
Lock in, baby. Ah.
Ugly sequence here for the Celtics.
We're a step behind on every 50-50 ball, every rebound. Hey!
Another steal. Another turnover by the Celtics. Vanderbilt into Reeves. A hesitation. 2 fly by as he puts it in.
And the Los Angeles Lakers, without LeBron James and without Anthony Davis, stun their rivals on their home floor.
Yeah, I'm pissed, but like bad basketball happened, and we can't sit here and act like we're too entitled for it to happen to us. And I think we'll judge how we, respond to it.
I can remember Phil Jackson coming in the locker room saying, "Don't let the first place fool you. You guys are still not ready for a championship." And this is why they're not ready to be a champion.
Losing to the Lakers never feels good. If you know your history, you know Boston and LA came into the season tied with 17 championships. And we've been stuck on that number for a decade and a half.
I think a lot of people talk about the pressure, talk about the banners and banner 18 and the history behind it and all this greatness, but until you become a Celtic, you don't really understand.
A true Celtic, to me, was more than just playing. It's basically a way of life.
It's all over. The Boston Celtics are once again the world champions.
They look up and see what the old Celtics have accomplished, that they would also like to include their name, but they know what they must go through to be a part of that honor.
Another banner will be hung from the rafters at Boston Garden.
You have to have what they call Celtic pride, which is something that Russell and Kuzi and Havlicek and Casey Jones and all them guys that played before us, they set the tone, and we're just trying to keep everything going in the right direction.
How sweet is that?
I got my own. I got my own, man. Thank you for everything, man. Thank you for everything, man. I hope we made you proud, man.
That's what you strive to be. I've been putting this jersey on for so many years, and there's so many legends and all-time great players that wore this uniform. And they all have one thing in common: they won the championship. And if you want to be in the same room as those guys, then you gotta raise the championship banner. What was winning the championship like at that moment right there?
Man, that was like everything for me. I mean, it was like a dream come true, man. It was just like, I couldn't even write it up any better. Something I'll never forget. Boston will never forget, and then hopefully you'll have a chance to put your writing on the wall.
One day.
We're only hoisting championship banners here, but that's a lot of pressure for young players like Jason and Jalen to deal with.
In Boston, there's expectations. There's no doubt about it. And we had to persevere and maneuver through that.
Jalen and Jason have been chasing that 18th banner together for a long time. But outside the court, they've always been on their own paths.
For whatever reason, they're always grouped together. They're two different people. What they have in common is they're both high character. They both work hard, they're both professionals. But they go about it in different ways. And I think people have lost getting to know them because they put them together all the time.
Dribble, don't travel.
I know for Jason, being a father has been a huge part of his journey.
You ain't mean to do that. Tell you a little bit about my son, Deuce. That day that he was born, December 6, 2017, it was like, damn, this is like my responsibility.
Dude.
He's made me mature a lot faster than I think most 19-year-olds would. I want to be the best role model I can for him because he wants to be like me.
That's 6.
You better than me?
No.
Yeah, just making sure.
I don't know if there's a more curious person in the NBA than Jalen. Always looking for new ways to think about things.
There's different places in the world you can learn from, different cultures, different religions, different ways of life, different belief systems, and being able to travel and experience them and meet the people there helps expand your mind. It represents a mentality, it represents an energy that I think not just applies to basketball, it applies to life.
It's a peaceful protest, we walking, and that's it.
I want to use my platform to speak for people who don't necessarily get to be heard. Just being able to be a role model in order to push our youth forward. I've always felt like God has put me in this position because he wanted me to make a difference.
So they're two very different guys, learning to live with the pressures of stardom and pursuing a title in Boston. In February, though, they got a chance to have some fun at All-Star Weekend.
Dudes, straight?
Yeah. What's up, man? Give me some love, you feel me? You got me right? Give me one more. My man.
It's great to be in this locker room. It's great to be around some of the best players in the world. Never take this for granted.
All right. Looking good, guys.
So how you feeling going into this tonight, and how do you assess your chances in the slam dunk tonight?
I feel good. It's a good environment here in Indiana. The fans are excited. I think I'm gonna just have some fun. I think, what else can you ask for?
And here comes Mr. Tatum, his teammate.
I think just putting on a show, put some smiles on people's faces. Do your thing with it.
And we welcome everybody to Indiana, where the main event's about to happen, the 73rd NBA All-Star Game.
He done came to everyone with me so far, so, we're going through this process together, and it's cool to see, him get older and be able to enjoy it more. It's really why I enjoy coming, so he gets to have the experience. Man, honor to meet you.
You too.
Yes, sir. Good to see you.
Been looking forward to seeing you.
Man, me too.
Thanks.
Jason Tatum receiving the pass from his teammate Jaylen Brown and knocking home a triple. Jaylen Brown has it, drives and lays it up and in.
I gotta get one dunk before I get up out of here.
Tatum powers one down.
I remember Jason and Jaylen when they first came into the league, watching them trying to figure things out. It's awesome to see them now as established All-Stars. All that growth paying off.
Jaylen Brown has 31.
It's cool being on the same team as JT this time was pretty cool. Man, we had fun.
They're absolutely two of the elite players in this league. But after All-Star Weekend, it was back to reality and the pressures of the season. We needed to keep our foot on the gas, and it was up to Jaylen and Jason to keep meshing if we were going to race 18.
We're both talented. We both could score the ball at a high level, but you didn't need two guys doing that. That's kind of the delicate balance that we both had to walk. And that was a challenge. How do we make this work?
Boston continues to do historic things in this regular season.
After the All-Star break, we just kept on rolling, continuing what would be our longest win streak of the season.
Tatum on the move. Oh, he set off the smoke detector.
We were a machine running at full force, and our head coach was trying to keep us prepared for every scenario.
How do we handle situations? How do we respond to when things don't go our way? How do we respond when things go our way?
Tatum physical for the punch. 10 straight wins for the Boston Celtics.
We gotta have a different mindset here because this has to be who we are for the rest of the season.
I want to win one really bad, but I can't control that as much as I can control our mindset.
Mindset, 1, 2, 3, mindset.
Joe Mazzulla, what a job this young coach has done.
No matter kind of what gets thrown at us, he's been able to keep us focused with the task at hand.
Yes! 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 Yes!
He's real intense, he's feisty.
We can't take our foot off the gas right now. We still gotta play. Stay in the fight. Stay in the fight. Let's go.
He's not gonna be easy on anybody. If you're weak-minded, I think you'll fiddle out, but if you're strong-minded, he'll push you to be better.
I watched all 10 players play without a presence. That's a choice. Come on. Let's go.
Every one of those guys knows that if they were the one with the clipboard and he was on the floor, that he'd be diving on the wood for them. Joe's himself, and the players get that.
Joe was a great prep player, and became a standout on a West Virginia team that reached the Final Four. He was a point guard, a leader, and eventually a guy who got turned on to the idea of coaching.
I got hurt one year. I was a redshirt, and I started to see the game from a different perspective. Started to think the game different, started to understand it a little bit differently. When I knew I wasn't going to play, the best way to stay involved was coaching.
Joe's rise of the coaching ladder was quick. He became a college head coach before he was 30. Got hired a few years later by the Celtics as an assistant. And then in a surprise move in 2022, got promoted to be our head coach.
When you have a talented guy like Joe Mazzulla, yeah, I think you're looking at, he's going to figure it out fast.
They still haven't seen our best yet. They have not seen our best yet. That's the most important thing. It's defense and it's passing.
There's nothing better than being in the back tunnel, walking out like you're getting ready for a fist fight.
Joe is a weird guy.
He like a psycho. He's crazy.
Wish it goes longer. We want to play more. We want to play more.
He has his own style, but we all embrace it.
He keeps things interesting. It's a long season. You don't always have to show basketball clips. He shows us UFC fights.
He used a lot of killer whales, like how killer whales attack.
Blow by blow, they wear him down. It's a carefully coordinated attack.
Shows us soccer clips.
Jiu-jitsu, fighting, putting somebody in a headlock.
All these things that you can, relate back to the game of basketball.
You're always trying to grow. You can always get better if you just look at something a little bit different, if you try to attack something from a different way.
He just looked at the world, looked at the game a little differently, and he just always kept us together, always kept us motivated, always kept us hungry.
However long it takes, whatever it takes. That's a great job, mental toughness. One of the most important things about my job is being the vulnerable one. If you can break down those barriers.
I love you, buddy. I really do love you. Thank you. People throw around that word a lot, but I think you think I'm authentic when I say it. I love my players.
We're all the same. Just because I'm the coach or just because of the players doesn't mean we can't communicate with each other honestly. Doesn't mean we can't build relationships.
There he is. Let's go. Hey, don't pick and choose when you have great presence and communicate. You can light up a room. I haven't heard you own practice yet.
I think Joe's biggest challenge this year was bringing the best out of Jalen and Jason.
Three of us can't have a bad day. One of us is having a bad day, we gotta call each other out on it.
Two stars as talented as any two teammates I've ever seen. But also guys who, over the last couple seasons, had come up short of the ultimate goal.
The Golden State Warriors, once again, are NBA champions in 2022.
Getting them to take that last step was all that mattered. And Joe knew, as well as anyone, all the doubts surrounding them.
Frankly, they had failures, and there were moments where you felt they underachieved, and they couldn't get over the hump.
This is tough. Getting to this point and not accomplishing what we wanted to, it hurts.
It's a natural thing to wonder if they should be kept together.
There was a lot of noise out there because there was expectations, and they have been good for a while. People just assume that they're going to keep taking those steps forward.
In March, our old friends, the Warriors, came to town. And believe me, we had this one circled on the calendar.
And greetings from Beantown. And we have a finals rematch. The Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics.
Tatum right to the rack. Jason Tatum gets it to a cutting Jaylen Brown, who lays it up and in.
One of the things that Brad Stevens and the Celtics ownership made clear was that they were going to exhaust this partnership.
We never wavered in terms of our belief in those two players.
Hey! Hey! Flip! Flip!
Wow! The Celtics thumping the Warriors here in this first.
This was what they were building their entire team around, these two #3 overall picks that they invested in. And if they were going to fail, it was only after they literally tried everything in the book.
But an immaculate first half from the Boston Celtics.
Honestly, it's been a lot of growth. There's been realizations over the years between both me and JT. How do we make this work?
Brown, you bet! Jaylen Brown is scorching hot.
They both had to probably come to the realization that in order for us to win, they had to each sacrifice a little bit of something.
Holiday, Brown, spinning, kicking, Tatum, catch, fire, and hit from 3. 27 from Tatum, Brown with 29.
The fans rise in appreciation. They have seen a masterclass here from the Boston Celtics.
A 52-point margin of victory, the third largest in Boston Celtics history. 140-88, the final, as the Celtics just thunk the Warriors.
We feel like we're the best team in the league. Obviously, a couple years ago they got us in the finals. We still think about that, but we're having fun.
It was a big statement for Jaylen and Jason, for Coach, and the whole team. The playoffs were fast approaching, and we knew there was a lot more work still in front of us.
Without the Boston Celtics, the city of Boston wouldn't be the same.
Celtics all the way. Banner 18 coming.
Get the brooms ready.
Celtics in 4.
We in the business of championships, and we will prove it this year.
Beat the Heat!
All the way, baby, all the way.
April in Boston. The playoffs were finally here, and our first opponent was a familiar one. Heat Celtics. Just saying those names next to each other gets my blood pumping. It seems like we bump heads with these guys every spring.
There's not a lot of love lost between these two teams.
Miami has owned the Celtics for a while with this group.
Tatum out front, got downhill, Bam says get it out of here!
That rivalry has been tough.
Miami's improbable run will continue. The Heat eliminate the Boston Celtics in 6 games.
I don't think anything was tougher than the 2023 Eastern Conference Finals, when we came back from down 3-0 to force a Game 7 at home. But then came up empty in a loss that we all took personally.
We failed. I failed. We let the whole city down.
They remember what we did to them in Game 7. They don't care about us. We don't care about you.
After feeling the embarrassment, the heartbreak of losing on your home floor, I never want to feel that again. I wanted to play Miami first.
We waited long enough. We back.
Off for this.
We back.
Jaylen Brown up the right side, drops the shoulder, spins on Hawkins, drives and slams in 2 hands. Hawkins still looking around, saying which way did he go?
Oh my God, Hawkins! Where did he go?
Holy smokes, what a start.
I think the Celtics wanted to separate themselves out and say, listen, they've done a lot to us in the past. We need to drop the hammer, and we need to impose our will on these guys.
Porzingis, it's a huge height advantage over here on the Celtics right now, making it look easy.
Great poise, great discipline. Great jobs on both ends. That's the difference in the game right now. Together, 1, 2, 3.
Tatum to White. White catches, fires, hit for 3. Tatum has his very first playoff triple-double now.
They will rise to their feet at TD Garden. The postseason will begin with a 20-point win.
A wire-to-wire victory for these Boston Celtics, and they take Game 1.
And we know the recipe for success is mental toughness, it's discipline, it's being a tougher team. We got to understand what we did well, and we can be better. It's just as hard to handle winning as it is losing. Winning can be just as detrimental as losing. If you latch onto it, if you think you're better than what you are, if you lose sight of the process, or if you just assume that you're going to win.
You guys always ask me how I feel about the team. We have a bunch of competitors. Our guys will be ready. It's the playoffs. That's what the deal is.
There's just absolutely no quit in this Heat team.
As somebody who's been to dozens and dozens of this Celtics team's playoff games, I can understand why they exasperated their fans.
This is a Heat team that they should dominate. They're not dominating tonight.
There were so many times where they had the opportunity to get ahead, and they just took the harder path every single time.
The Heat had to come to Boston to play the perfect game, and they did just that. And the best of 7 Eastern Conference quarterfinal is now a best of 5.
And this is why it was very difficult to trust that this team was going to be able to make any sort of serious run when it came down to it.
Mazzulla has really tried to hammer home. Stay present, stay in the moment. Understand why. If you can understand why, then you can stop it. But if you don't understand why, then you're gonna get into trouble.
And I think the message was clear. We're a better basketball team, and we got to do whatever it takes to execute the game plan. And if it's not working, first give 1% more, 2% more, 10% more.
Looking up top for Porzingis.
Because there's a big difference in the NBA about just like going through the motions and like really challenging yourself on every possession. And that set the tone.
Hey, great job. We dictated the pace and the physicality. Make sure we stay the physical, high-paced tempo team.
The Celtics did basically everything Joe Mazzulla said they wanted to do.
He wanted to get back to having that edge in threes. They have that. They wanted to run more. He has that. Everything he has wanted.
Celtics regain their mojo, and more importantly, they regain home court advantage, and they blow out Miami.
But sometimes when you think things are getting better, they take a turn for the worse.
Jaylen Brown, offensive end against Hawkins. Kick out Porzingis, and Porzingis drops the ball. He's hurt.
I knew right away, like, something happened.
He looks like he's got major concern right now.
I knew it was going to be like a little bit significant where I was going to miss time.
The middle of a playoff game isn't the time to moan about injuries, and we kept up the attack behind D. White's shooting.
They are getting restless here in Miami. Boston by 12 on the ball. Jaylen Brown for Derek White straight away. Hate check, deep three, got it!
Kind of feel like you got the ultimate green light so you can take some dumb ones, which I did.
2 dribbles to the left hand, shot clock already at 4. White has to take a tough fall away 3, and of course he hits that too.
When you're talking about a guy as a quote-unquote role player, there's not a lot of role players that can give you 30.
How about a Derek White 3 that finishes the deal? How poetic was that?
38 for Derek White tonight, his 8th three-pointer.
And they taken the commanding 3-1 lead.
It was a huge win, but it came at a huge cost. Once KP went down, I understood that I was going to have to step up. I know the perception was that I wasn't going to be able to do it, but the reality is that I've been doing it for many years. 17 years if you're looking for the exact number. It all started in Atlanta, where I became an all-star 4 times in 9 seasons.
Hawks looking to win it on this play. There's the lob. Horford's got it, puts it up. Got it! Yes! And the Hawks win!
Then I came to Boston, and the green and white was a perfect fit.
I tell you, this guy is the cement of this basketball team.
The game eventually took me to Philly and OKC until I got the call to come back in 2021.
Knowing Al's character, it was kind of a no-brainer for us.
Just want to point out to Al, he might not have seen it, but there's a blank banner up there on the right. So we're hoping that we can work together on that one.
Joe, a closeout game like this, up 3-1 at home, how important is it to get off to a good start in a situation like this?
I have no idea. The most important thing is understanding that, they're going to be desperate, and we need to be too. We have to have the same sense of urgency. Just have to go in with the mindset of whatever it takes by any means necessary.
And it's very tough to get to the top of the mountains if you create extra steps for yourself on the way there. That's what Boston has done over the last couple of years by losing home games when they had the chance to end series.
Just being honest with ourselves. what a team's game plan to beat us. So if we know that, you know, why don't we flip the script? Why don't we crash the glass more? Why don't we pick up the pressure on defense? Do all the intangible things, you know, while still, you know, being the talented team that we are. It'd be tough to beat us.
Hey, it's a good start. Way to stay locked in the bodies, and then our pace on the offensive end has been great. You got to keep it up. Here we go.
Tatum against Kevin Love. Bam out of the game. Tatum, step back. Good look at a three. Got it. It's the fourth time in 5 years that the Celtics and the Miami Heat have met in the playoffs, but none of them were anything like this. They eliminate the Miami Heat, and the Boston Celtics are the first team on to round 2 in the Eastern Conference.
Beating the Heat was big, but we knew it was only the first step.
We've had a bunch of opportunities.
A dominant 82-game season
We've skipped no steps.
has carried over into the playoffs.
We got a great chance in front of us now, so we're ready.
This is the best firehouse in the city. Ladder One is the oldest ladder company in the country. Boston's such a tight-knit city. Sports have always been big here. Love our teams. Tonight's going to be a good night, and hopefully we win.
Our second hurdle in the playoffs was the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we were going to have to go up against them without our brother KP, who looked like he was out for several weeks.
What is the impact of Porzingis' injury on the Celtics' possible championship run?
It's everything. Without Kristaps Porzingis, the Boston Celtics are not winning the championship.
People can say what they want, but they didn't count on how deep we were.
The playoff page has turned to the conference semifinals.
Okoro knifes through, attacks Cornette, who blocks the shot.
That's Luke Cornette, who's checked into the game.
Knowing that KP was out and that was my time to kind of step up and help our team win, just be ready if my name was called.
We called them the Stay Ready guys for a reason. And that night, they all had a hand in the win.
Looking for some day late, elevate, splash!
The development and the growth of our role players, it starts with who they are as human beings, first and foremost, and then just this tremendous desire to sacrifice.
They got everything working.
The Stay Ready crew.
You don't know how many minutes you're necessarily going to play. You don't know how many shots you're going to get, but trying to stay sharp so if we do get thrown in there, we're ready to go.
They are elite in every sense of the word.
Staying ready is something that I've been doing for majority of my career, so I was ready for the opportunity.
The Boston Celtics with a dominant Game 1 win.
We see the Stay Ready group guys work and show up for us every single day. I love when they get their number called and help us win a game.
I guess you could say none of us were ready for the Cavs in the next game.
The Celtics take a big-time double-digit battering at home. Another Game 2 wake-up call.
But we responded with force, taking games 3 and 4 in Cleveland, which meant we headed back to Boston needing one more win to advance to the conference finals. And there, I had one of my best performances of the season.
Ball batted around in the corner. They try to save with Horford. Unbelievable.
Fans love the effort of Al Horford here. Jalen turns the corner, attacks, kick out Holiday, touches to Horford, half-fitting with this big.
Put a little sugar on top for Horford.
22 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 block shots in year 17. He's been their best player tonight.
The Boston Celtics have punched their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals for the 6th time in 8 years.
It's nothing short of special. Al is like a brother to me, somebody I love dearly, and his performance His energy, his leadership tonight was crucial.
Feels great. That was a hard-fought game. That team didn't lay down, and I'm just proud of our guys. We hung in there and got it done. Enjoy this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy this one. Great job trusting each other. And it started with Al inspiring us on the defensive end, and then we all made winning plays. I appreciate you guys. Defense, 1, 2, 3. Defense.
So we were back in the conference finals, facing the Indiana Pacers.
Indiana and Boston, game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
We might have been heavily favored, but we knew all too well how dangerous they were.
Breakthrough moment for this upstart Indiana Pacers team. They knock off Boston.
When we lost to them in the in-season tournament, we were upset. But I think that helped us learn what type of team that Indiana was.
Game 1, Pacers, Celtics in the Garden. Does it get any better? Hang on!
We came out flying, looking to seize control right away.
Turnover on the first possession. Tatum throws it ahead to Brown. Brown throws it down. Jaylen Brown!
The Pacers are the underdog. They have nothing to lose.
Now it's Halliburton's turn.
Boom! White blocked from behind by Halliburton. Yeah, goal! Yeah, goal!
Tyrese Halliburton and those young guys were doing their best to spoil the party.
Beautiful look from Halliburton. Inside Siakam, the runner, he throws it down. And the Celtics need a timeout.
Indy was up 3 late in the fourth with the ball, looking like they were about to pull off a shocker.
And this crowd is going very nervous right now.
Well, the talking heads are going to be salivating for the next 48 hours.
Hey, one stop! One stop!
You have to have a process towards what your late game execution is coming back, but you also got to create your own opportunities, and things do have to go your way a little bit.
And now they have to get it in, leading by 3 with 10 seconds to go. Nembhard gets it into Siakam. He deflects it out of bounds. That's Boston ball. The Pacers did the unthinkable, and they turned it over. And how many chances are the Pacers going to gift the Celtics?
Things could have completely changed if the ball didn't bounce a certain way, but we created an opportunity. You gotta stay in the fight at all times.
When you have these huge moments right in front of you, sometimes it can make you want to freeze. Joe draws up to play. I go up to Derek and be like, I'm gonna be open. I wanted that shot.
No timeouts. He's got to get it in. Throws to the corner. Jaylen.
Brown fakes, fires up the 3. Bang! Bang! Jaylen Brown knocks down the 3 to tie the game. This place is bonkers right now.
I wanted that shot. I just knew. Drew, he's perfectly positioned. Back, off the line. D. White says, a great screen. I broke free, and the rest was history.
Jaylen forces it up over Siakam. No! He tied it! Jaylen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. He did it!
Overtime here in game 1.
The fact that we were able to get the steal and give JB an opportunity to hit the 3, and then he actually hits the 3 is crazy.
It looked like the Celtics might fall in game 1, and still might.
With new life in OT, no way we were losing.
Drives down the lane, stops, pops, and bangs it home. 26 for Brown. Tatum trying to get 3.
9 on the shot clock. Enters. Tatum gets away from one man, scoops it up and in.
It worked! The Celtics survive in overtime and take game 1.
I think that was a great moment for Jaylen Brown. A guy that really believes that he's a top 10 player in this league. You're not making those plays unless you're confident that you are that guy.
But the people who vote on that kind of thing don't seem to get it. And the day after Game 1, when all 3 All-NBA teams were announced, JB was left off.
As a parent, you want your child to do well, be successful, and continue to be authentic. People doubted him being the 3rd pick in the draft. You tell him he can't do something, he's gonna work hard to make sure that you're proved wrong. And he's always been like that.
Jalen's a very goal-oriented person. He made a decision that he wasn't going to be defined by one thing, that he was going to be a well-rounded player, and he was going to work to dominate the game in different ways.
Jalen Brown, another offensive rebound and the putback.
He did that in his rebounding, he did that in his decision-making, he did that in his defense.
Playing more than ever like he had something to prove, JB kept pouring it on against Indy.
You don't shut it out. When people say, oh, you don't hear anything, you don't... No, you're going to react. You're a human being. You fuel your fire.
Shot clock down to 3. How fitting would this be for Jalen to finish his perfect night with a 3?
Woo-hoo! Quick to catch up on the French fries.
And Jalen drops 40 in Game 2. Message sent.
For various reasons, I don't get the credit or respect that I have earned. And I'm at the point in my life where it just, I don't give a, you know? The ones who are with me, let's rock and roll, and the ones who aren't, like, can kiss my ass.
How big was he on that one?
One game at a time.
Here we go, big dudes. Here we go, big dudes. Come on, Tommy, let's go.
To me, the biggest change in Jalen this season was how much more comfortable he was as a leader, how much he looked at it as an opportunity.
Where my dog's at?
And how he did it all game long, all season long.
Hey, Al, good shot. Compose yourself. Next one in. Next one in. They gonna help like that at the rim. They tired. Kill them on the next one.
Jalen switches to the left hand, goes by Siakam, elevates and scores at the rim. Jalen looks really good again here.
Even though Jalen was looking good, the Pacers were taking it to us in Game 3. Going up 18 in the 3rd quarter.
Celtics just try to hang around in this game.
Then, our other big dog took over.
We good, we good, we good. There's plenty of time here. Don't even look at the scoreboard. Just execute what we're supposed to execute on both ends of the floor. All right, let's go, let's go.
I think I've, in the past, maybe looked past opponents, and that's come back to bite us. So this year, we're not skipping steps.
Tatum, right-hand dribble, spins in the paint, rises, flips it up, gets the bounce, scoring the foul. Come on! Clock rolling with 1:22 to go. 111 to 106. Goes behind the back to find an open Al Horford in the corner for 3. What a pass by Jason Tatum.
Al Horford from downtown. Puts it in.
Come on! Timeout Rick Carlisle as his 18-point lead has been whittled down.
The Celtics leading by 1.
Yo, we having fun, huh? We having fun.
Nembhard has it. Nembhard drives into the paint, knocked away and stolen by Holiday.
And the Celtics have done it. No! Boston Celtics lead 3-0.
1 win away from a 4-game sweep and a return to the NBA Finals. Jalen kept doing what he'd been doing all series long.
Jalen Brown to drive, leans in, the floater's up, it's good, tie game. Jalen Brown with another big play.
Jalen graduated from being sort of a player of potential to a player of reality, a player who's in full bloom.
Brown searches and looks under a minute remaining. Brown on the drive, pulls back, lost the ball, got it back, kicks it out, White, corner 3, bang! Derek White from downtown, to final seconds. That's it, it's over. The Celtics are heading back to the NBA Finals.
Look at it, bro. Look at it. We're going back, baby. And I'm happy we got the win. Big time plays down the stretch. Good shot, my boy. What in the corner? I'm feeling it.
Now the Eastern Conference Finals most valuable player,
Jalen Brown.
Through adversity, through perseverance, I think that's when growth happens.
so excited to get back to the finals. There's very few times when you get to be around a group of people that are all aligned and all want the same thing, and that's what we have right now. Hey, we've been here before. Let's enjoy it, but let's not relax. Look right up here, guys.
2 years to get back to the finals felt like a long time, but we knew it would mean nothing if we didn't finish the job.
Can't take it for granted. It was a special team, special group. We got 4 more to win.
Troop is in the building. I gotta
Yes, let's get in there.
Yeah. That's all. It's nervous energy, it's anxious energy, but it's a good energy. You're in the garden, baby. You're in the garden. This is where we want to be, in the finals.
Wrapping up the conference finals in 4 games gave us a much-needed break. We got a chance to relax, reset, and refocus. And also learn who we'd be playing in the finals. It wasn't a team that anyone was expecting. Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks had a great playoff run through the West.
Luka keeps the dribble on the stop and go. Up top for Gafford. And throws it down. What a play by Doncic.
You got the Dallas Mavericks, the 5th seed, kind of come out of nowhere, and they're a dangerous team. They took out the #1 team in the West in the OKC Thunder.
Doncic got it. And a pitch. Irving on the spot up, and it's good. And the Dallas Mavericks are going to the Western Conference Finals.
In the Western Conference Finals, they took out Anthony Edwards and the upstart Minnesota Timberwolves.
What a shot! The Western Conference champions are the Dallas Mavericks. They're going to the NBA Finals.
I think every series has helped us for the next series, and this series is no different. We got to find a way to beat Boston. We have 4 games to try to figure that out. So this is a great test for us.
Let's go Celtics! From the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. For the 23rd time in franchise history, the Boston Celtics take the floor in the NBA Finals. Let's go! Let's go Celtics! Let's go Celtics!
Luka's one of the NBA's brightest young stars. He can torch you at any moment. And with Kyrie Irving, a former Celtic, mind you, next to him in the backcourt, the Mavs had a lethal 1-2 of their own.
It's a battle of the dynamic duos, but different flavors, if you will. Because now you know how guys put the ball on the floor. As Kyrie's saying, it is a battle of teams.
Those 2 guys are extremely gifted. It's almost like magical what they can do with the ball in their hands.
Not like you can really stop them completely, so we're just gonna try to make things tough and do whatever is necessary to win.
Let's go. You got depth, you got talent, you got skills.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Biggest stage, here we go.
Well, I think we expect to see Kristaps Porzingis back on the court after being out for 5.5 weeks with this calf strain. However, the real question is going to be just how many minutes can Kristaps Porzingis play?
And all the Celtics wearing the Walton warm-up shirts for Bill Walton, of course, was on the '86 championship team. Kristaps Porzingis comes back after missing the last 10 games. He has not played for 38 days.
Here is Porzingis trying to pivot on Lively, moving to his left, turns the corner, got to the pivot, got the ball.
And that was goosebumps, man. That was a special moment. And the guys kept feeding me, and I was just hitting and getting buckets.
You wanted Porzingis to look healthy, look comfortable, make shots. You got what you wanted.
serving, blocked by Porzingis. He's doing it all. Here comes Josh Green, one man to beat, but it's a 7-footer.
It's blocked at the rim, chased down by Porzingis.
I wasn't sure I was going to have that kind of a game. It was one of the most special feelings for me on the basketball court.
Kristaps Porzingis in 7 minutes. 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 blocks. KP who steps into a 3 and knocks it home.
It was one of the best comeback performances I've ever seen.
Welcome back, Kristaps Porzingis.
He was incredible.
Shot, KP.
So far, so good. Obviously, long game, long series. But, good to see Porzingis back.
We controlled the game with our defense, all right? That's a great job there. They've been down 17, so we can't relax in our shot selection.
Jalen switches to the right hand, attacks the middle, and throws it down with violence and thunder with the right hand.
KP got us going, and our All-Stars handled the rest.
Porzingis catch, deep 3, got it. Are you serious with this return for Porzingis?
The return of Kristaps Porzingis, a huge impact, and Boston takes game 1.
KP was amazing. It was so good to have him back there. His energy was inspiring.
The way he kind of jump-started that first half for us, how seamless his transition was coming back. Man, we needed him tonight.
The Celtics taking game 1 of the finals, beating the Mavericks 107-89. Kristaps Porzingis 20 points off the bench in his return for Boston. Game 2 set for Sunday night.
Let's go to David in Burlington. David.
Porzingis was the shot in the arm the Celtics and the TD Garden crowd needed the most.
The whole city had finals fever, including my brother from the Dominican Republic, who knows a little something about championships.
Gotta get one more, baby. Let's go for it. Let's go, Celtics. Let's go. Woo!
That's just another one in the rafters, man. Another one in the books, you know? That's what Boston's about. And take it home, Celtics.
Everybody in Boston bleeds green. This is their team. This is the heartbeat of the city.
Back at the center of the sports universe, game 2 of the 2024 NBA Finals between the Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be electric. We got the best crowd in the league, so it's going to be fun.
A huge part of our success in the opener was our guards, keeping Luka and Kyrie in check.
I think the dynamic duo is Holiday and Derek White in the backcourt, because if they can do their jobs, what they've been doing all season, that's why Boston has a chance to win it.
We knew in game 2 they were going to come out firing, and Drew and D. White had to keep matching their intensity.
Hey, no hesitation out there. Do what we do. Just breathe. When the adversity comes, that's when we step up.
Holiday to drive. White, 3-pointer. Puts it in. Back-to-back threes.
Derek White is one of the best role-playing two-way players.
Doncic has to throw it. White with the steal.
He challenges. He guards. He knocks down corner threes. He'll do whatever the team needs.
Tatum, 1 dribble, now 2 dribbles in, bounce pass to the corner. Derek White for 3, got it.
And the Celtics have their first lead.
So first D. White lifted us up. Then Drew started piling it on.
Holiday, nice sidestep layup.
I go to his tempo. He never gets sped up, just attacks it beautifully.
That's the best backcourt to me in the league. The way they play defense, ability to make shots too, is just incredible.
You open in that corner, open on that wing every time. Confidence. Whatever you do it with confidence.
Good ball movement. Tatum off the bounce. Holiday, wide open 3 in the corner. Got it.
He's got 14 in the first half of game 2, and that is how the first half will come to an end. It's Boston that will take the lead to the locker room.
We're doing a lot of great things. Week 1, it's a war in the paint. Right? It's a war in the paint. We go together, 1, 2, 3. Together.
Green and Tatum fighting. Tatum doubled. Nice pass. Holiday layup is good. Drew Holiday now at 23. A brilliant game from Drew Holiday.
As good as we were, Luka was red hot, and the Mavs kept inching closer.
This guy's just ridiculous.
Spectacular stuff from Doncic.
Triple-double from Doncic, 5-point game.
Dallas had all the momentum, and we desperately needed a stop. What we got was one of the most memorable plays of the finals.
The crowd rises here at the TD Garden. Coming up with a minute remaining. Shot blocked. Derrick Jones with the rejection. Here's Irving. Washington drive. Blocked by White. Oh, what a block from Derrick White.
Just starts sprinting, which allowed me to be in position to make the play.
Watch Derrick White on this play.
Whenever there's a transition, I just think, like, how can I make this shot difficult for them?
All-out hustle. This would have cut it to 3. That's a potential game-saving play.
Yeah, I kind of take pride in that.
The final score in Game 2, Boston 105, Dallas 98.
So many contributions from so many different players.
It was a great team win for sure. But all anyone could talk about afterwards was Derrick White.
Derrick has been all defensive all season long. Derrick White sprints back, was able to make a play there. Those are the type of plays that help you win games.
Derrick has grown into one of the key guys on this team, and not many people could have seen that coming when he entered the league.
And with the 29th pick in the 2017 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Derrick White from the University of Colorado.
He was a first-round pick, but since he only played 1 year in Division I, the Spurs thought he needed time to develop.
When he first got to the league, he basically spent his whole rookie year playing in the G League in Austin.
White, get in, it does, and one for Derrick White.
When Derrick rejoined the Spurs, Greg Popovich saw how versatile he could be.
The runner, it's good for Derrick White.
This is everything you ask for out of Derrick White. He just delivers every single game.
Mr. Everything. Just the different styles that I've had to play. All those roles I've played, I think, has allowed me to just kind of whatever the team needs.
Now, after all that time he's put in, the Celtics have reaped the benefits.
It's been a fun ride, a crazy story, but just trying to get better each time and just help us win games.
Let's go! Let's go! 2 more! 2 more!
To live the rest of your life as legends!
Time to go down to Dallas. It's going to be a hostile environment. It's going to be fun. We love to play on the road, take care of business.
Hi, my name's Jason Tatum.
I am that kid from St. Louis that made my dreams come true. My first dreams of playing in the NBA was 3 or 4 years old. I fell in love with basketball. You know, I always had the mindset that there was some kid somewhere, you know, working out while I was asleep. And I never wanted that to be a reason why my dreams didn't work. Even to this day, I'm still writing my dreams and my legacy.
Wow, can you visualize another parade going around the city?
Let's do this.
Can we get a little cheap one time?
We're working on it.
What we doing?
We were leading the finals 2 games to none, but now we had to go on the road to Dallas, knowing the Mavs were going to lay it all on the line.
The big thing, connection. For 48 minutes, right? Protect home, be connected, talk to each other, huddle up, right? And then the bench, like you guys have been, be involved, cheer each other on.
We knew we couldn't let up, especially after the last few seasons, when we'd allowed opportunities like this to slip away.
I can understand why people didn't necessarily buy that the Celtics would make this easy on themselves.
Yeah, burn the boats. Yeah. Burn the boats. There we go.
Because there were so many times where they had moments where they would have control of a series and would kick it away.
If you've ever been in a fight with someone, the closer you think you are to beating someone, the closer you are to losing. You know, tonight I expect the best out of Dallas, and we got to be ready for a fight.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Doncic using his strength and backs it in.
The Mavs came out looking like the more desperate team and jumped out to a big lead.
Irving a three-pointer. Got it! Kyrie Irving from way downtown.
Dallas by 13.
Hell yeah, baby.
We getting good shots, but we can get better shots. Don't settle for the step back three unless it's late shot clock. That'll go for all of us, myself.
In the past, we might have fallen into the trap of looking ahead to the next game. But Jason wasn't going to let that happen.
Tatum a three. It's good. Jason Tatum.
Hey, heighten awareness to the details, all right? Heighten awareness to that. Don't lose our pace on offense.
Derek White lobs it ahead. Tatum is waiting. He slams it home with two hands. Tim Hardaway drives on Derek White, who stays with him and blocks the shot. Like clockwork, he's going to block a shot every game. Holiday lead for Tatum. Flies in, two-hand slam.
They still haven't missed here in the third. Tatum, nice feed, and Brown throws it down. The two young stars connect.
No, we are good. Yeah. Oh, we're good. Yep.
After Jason helped give us the lead, Jalen helped us extend it.
Final shot of the third quarter belongs to the Celtics. Jaylen Brown, 13 points in the quarter. Switches to the left hand. Jalen drives right down the middle. Flies over Green. Throws it down with the right hand and puts a signature punctuation mark on a dominant third quarter.
It's a Celtics tsunami here in the second half. 91-70, a 21-point lead.
Keep our composure. Come on. We're all right. Come on. We're all right.
Doncic double team. Finds Green. His three. Got it! Evan Smith is fired up, as is Steve Nash.
Luka, back pass right corner. Washington three. Hit it! 17-2 Dallas run.
Minute and a half to go. Mavs with the ball down 4. Irving inside, Lively all alone, throws it down. 2-point game.
Hey, we got to have the ultimate trust right now. We're taking unbelievable shots. All right, we got to keep fighting for those great shots.
Jalen was putting on a big-time performance, and with a minute left and the game on the line, he absolutely wanted the ball in his hands.
To take those challenges on, you got to have a great mentality to do that, and that's what I displayed. Like, I would have died on the floor. That's what it took. That's how I felt about where we were at.
Brown using the screen. Drives, pulls up, jump shot, hooks it in.
Big shot after big shot after big shot by Jaylen Brown here in Game 3.
And that's going to do it. The Boston Celtics are one win away from an NBA title. They hold off a furious comeback attempt and now have a 3-0 lead here in these NBA Finals.
I love you, bro.
I feel great. That was a hell of a win. But one thing I can say is that we're not satisfied. We got a long way to go, however long it takes, but that was a hell of a win. Yes, sir. It's great, beautiful. Let's just get one more, and we go from there.
Let's go, man! Let's go, man! Let's go, man!
Up 3-0 might sound like a comfortable lead, but with how talented Dallas was, we didn't want to give them any life.
Come on, boys.
We're all out there, man. Have each other's backs no matter what, man. We earn this spot together. All right? We're gonna lose the joy, my brothers. I love y'all, man. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together!
Here comes Luka. Cross court, Irving in the middle to Lively, and he brings down the rim.
Time for the ripcord. Dirk Nowitzki loving it.
Maybe we let up a little, or maybe it was just Dallas refusing to be swept at home. Either way, the Mavs grabbed the momentum and then let go until the buzzer.
Dallas Mavericks, they're still alive. Is a huge hill to climb. Well, they got the one they needed to keep their season alive.
Closeout games are hard. These are the moments that, you know, can make you or break you. So we regroup and we come out and get ready to fight in another battle on our home floor.
At the intersection of history, TD Garden in Boston, where 16 years ago tonight, the Boston Celtics were last crowned NBA champions.
This town is ready to party.
We're going for 18, baby, that's right!
You guys excited for tonight?
Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
It felt good to be back home, and felt right to have a shot to win it all in front of our fans. This was something I've been dreaming about since I was a kid, watching my dad play in the league.
He was like 3 years old, and then he just sat on the chair for 2.5 hours without moving, just watching me practice. Everything that you guys see, it doesn't surprise me because I saw that since he was a younger man. Bringing banner number 18 to the Boston Celtics, you know, that's his dream, you know, that's his ultimate goal.
This team always wants to win a championship, and anything short of that, they view as a bad season. But this team, when you look at the stats, is right there with any team. I think they need to win a championship before we start talking about the best Celtic team ever.
Together.
The 2024 Boston Celtics have checked every box there is to check to take their final place alongside the legendary teams in the history of the NBA. The only way not to be haunted by the legends is to become one yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're ready to ride where my dog's at. We're ready to die where my dog's at. Here we go. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And Game 5 is underway. Kyrie Irving attacks the paint. Holiday strips him into the hands of Derek White. Celtics trying to run. White lead for Holiday. Steps through and scores with the right hand.
The Celtics are playing ferocious defense to start.
Great defense. Great defense. Pressure! Pressure! Ready, just ready, just ready.
The Celtics, the team here playing with desperation. Ball knocked loose. Look at White dive on it. Saved by Horford. Here comes Brown. Brown goes up. Layup is good.
Yeah, that mindset, like, we're going to be the champions, and whatever it takes, we're going to do it.
White has just been such an impact player.
Derek White checking to see if his teeth were in place.
Ooh, you so is ugly.
Don't make me smile. Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble. Turns to the free throw line, kick into the corner. Al, 3, got it!
38-year-old Al Horford trying to win his first title.
Horford outlet, it's Pritchard again. Pritchard, half court, it's in the air. Oh, he got it! He did it again!
Jason Tatum can sense a championship.
They're starting to celebrate here in Boston.
I did it. I told you. We did it. I told you. Oh my God. It's real? Is it?
Ever since my rookie year, Al was always checking on me because he would see all the things that people were saying about me on TV and all the criticism I was dealing with. So in that moment, he was telling me like, yo, it's nothing that they can tell you now. Like, you did it.
They can't tell you nothing no more. You're a champ. You did it. Way to lead them.
And once again, the Boston Celtics stand alone for all time. It is banner 18. The mission demanded is mission accomplished.
What's it feel like to finally be a champion?
It's a surreal feeling. We did it. We did it!
I like you, brother.
I like it. Long journey. I can't believe it. World champions.
You have that sense of joy, that sense of accomplishment, just knowing that everybody was waiting for banner 18. So yeah, it was awesome.
Love you, Coach. From day one. From day one.
And now it's my honor to present to the Boston Celtics the 2024 Larry O'Brien Trophy for the NBA Championship. The 2024 Bill Russell Finals MVP goes to Jaylen Brown.
It was a full team effort, and I share this with my brothers and my partner in crime, Jason Tatum. He was with me the whole way.
Hey, let's get it, yo!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Jay.
Man, nobody knows more than you, baby. Yeah, OG.
Yes, sir.
Going incredible. Now it's starting to set in. We're the world champ. Let's go!
Feel like a champ. Amazing.
What they gonna say now? We did it!
It was a great moment. Like all the things that we've been through together over these last 7 years, and the highs of highs and the lowest of lows. For us to get over that hump and do it together, we can just say we did it, and we have this memory and experience for a lifetime.
I get chills every time I think about it. Just this whole journey. People don't realize how hard it is to play in the city of Boston. But once you win, man, once you finally get the job done, there's nothing like it. It feels like I'm breathing new air. My soul could have just lifted and flew away.
Shout out to my teammates. We finally brought a banner to Boston, so it's gonna be fun to do it again.
Al, you ready for a tugboat parade? Can't wait. I'm so ready.
I gotta tell you, the feeling was everything I always hoped it would be.
The parade was the best day of my life.
Incredible feeling. Nothing like it.
That mix of happiness and satisfaction, love and togetherness.
Nothing brings a city together like a championship.
I don't even know how many people were out there. Over 1 million. I heard it was over 2.
The love is different, and they really show their support and appreciation.
Knowing that everything we'd worked for, everything we'd fought for, we'd earn it.
Titletown is in full effect again.
And that would be our story forever. NBA champion Boston Celtics, it just sounds right.